FJ the King is in the house. How are you doing today? First, yep, you're first in the live as always. I am first. Yes, you are. Big E Hurt, 35 sports cards and memorabilia. Bibby Bobka's in the house. Kevin's card collecting and more is here. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Hopefully everybody is having a good start to your Friday. Wow, a whole bunch of people chiming in right at 9:55 for the live. Boom! All right, Bibby Bobka with the thumbs up ends the early entries into the live stream today. So let me go back through and get all the entries in here. Let me count up all the free entries into the live stream. So we have at 9:55 FJ the King 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for FJ. All right, FJ's got 6. And then who do we got? Big E Hurt has got 1. Big E Hurt has 1. Kevin has 1. And Bibby Bobka has 1. I'm sure most of you are figuring this out by now, right? That the first minute of the live stream, if you message and say everything, oh wait, I wasn't first, there is a comment from Bibby at 11:47. No, but the key on that is you can chat in the chat before I go live. But the first minute that I actually go live, that's when it counts for the free entries. So you can chit chat in the channel all you want before I go live, but once I hit that live button, that's when everything starts up, just so you do know, okay? So once I hit that button, so I'm gonna let the bubbles fly around the screen as I get your name into the wheel of names for the free giveaways for today. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the bubbles on the screen until I get everything in order here, okay? So let's see, I gotta get FJ in here. Six more entries for FJ. Okay. All right, so we've got that now. Let me get Big E Hurt. Let me see. I know I had Big E Hurt in here somewhere. There we go. Big E Hurt gets another free entry into the December giveaway. All right. And then Kevin's card collecting and more. I think I might have to go back for a little while for Kevin because he hasn't been here in a little bit. There he is. I found you, Kevin. Let me copy and paste this entry in for you. And then the last one is Bibby Bobka. Bibby Bobka. There we go. All right. Let me go ahead and save this real quick, and I'll get back into the live stream. Then I'm going to do something a little bit different to start off the stream here. I'll kind of keep it. I tried to go in and edit, and for some reason it just kept wanting to leave the stream starting at 10:10. So just in case some people don't show up, yeah, you won a give. You won a giveaway yesterday in Ethan's channel. That's pretty good there, FJ. That is good. Yeah, I had to watch the replay. Me and my wife were at our church last night practicing for our Christmas cantata, and the youth in our church have a program. We have the program this Sunday morning in our morning service. We're going to have a children's program, and then pastor's going to preach a brief message between the two programs. And then Donald says, let's hear you sing. keep that on the QT there, but it might happen sometime next month. Or not next month, next year. I might incorporate something new. I'm thinking about it, but we'll see what happens, okay? But yeah, we have our Christmas cantata this Sunday at our church at our 11 o'clock hour. I'm hoping we can record that, and if so, I will post it up on my YouTube channel if it does get recorded. That is what I'd like to do. Our children's program, our pastor's 15-minute message, and then our church choir getting up and doing our Christmas program for this year. So, boom. You and Ethan are doing a duet. I don't know about that one. I'm not real. I don't necessarily sing Elvis songs, but interestingly enough, it'll be slightly different type of content. Okay? Kevin might have an idea, but Kevin might not have an idea. But we do have a whole bunch of names in our wheel. Let me just turn it around real quick so you can see it. Oh, not me. Merry Christmas, by the way. I wanted to squirrel up here. There we go. There's our our Christmas program is this Sunday as well. Oh, that's cool, Big Eager. All right. So let me get back down to the breaker board here. Let's see. Get this in place here and turn off the bubble machine. Let me turn off the bubble machine, okay? We'll let those bubbles go away for now. There we go. All right. So that moves the bubbles away for now. So we do have content at hand for today. And our content, of course, is episode number 6, Hall of Fame Friday, Cap Anson. I could not find any cards for Cap Anson, but I might get some from Bibby. You never know. But in lieu of whenever I don't have a baseball card for a Hall of Fame player, I always show their Hall of Fame postcard. In case you're not familiar with these come out from Cooperstown, and they're actual postcards. But I do have a complete set, except for the 2020 inductees, because I don't think those postcards have come out yet. Okay. And it tells you then, of course, what year they did print these cards out when they started doing the postcards. So that will be the lead off for our video today. And we'll try and start at 10:10 sharp. And then after that, we have Family Mail Call, which is Bibby's, part 4 of 12. And then we'll have the Seattle Children's Heroes. We'll go through this box and see who we since I already highlighted it once, we'll just go through the cards a little bit quicker and see who we got for our autograph there. And then we will end it with our Fairfield Friday fun. So that'll end our Hall of Fame Friday and our Fairfield Friday fun, if that makes any sense. So I am good. How are you, Donald? There's the thumbs up where I left off, and there's probably been a whole lot of chatting since then. Let me get caught up real quick before we go live at 10:10. I gave thumbs up. There we go. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. We've got 6 thumbs up so far with 5. I show 5 people watching and 5 thumbs up on my phone, but we do have 6 on my computer. So is it my computer or is the screen black and white? It was black and white for a little bit there. Going through some card separation, waiting for your live stream. All right. Oh, wait, I wasn't first. There is a comment. Nope. That don't count. Oh, bubbles. Oh, good. The color's back. I was like 5 seconds late. Biggie Hurt Sports Card says, I appreciate it, Donald. Thank you, Donald. I won a giveaway from Ethan yesterday. FJ said, you must be getting some of Donald's luck. Donald, let's hear you sing. It was a trivia question. I got it right. Oh, that is cool. You and Ethan are doing a duet. Donald will be singing Cardi B songs. I don't know about that. Biggie Hurt Sports Cards and Memorabilia. Our Christmas program is this Sunday. And I'm just catching up on all the chat. I know I read some of these. guys, I heard on Christmas Eve, Donald will be wrapping. Yeah, I'll be wrapping presents, but not that kind of wrapping. Santa Cam is blinking. Yes, the Santa Cam. I contacted Santa Claus in the North Pole and told him, okay, you can turn your cam on now. I'm going to be live on the channel. And oh, by the way, if I do have your addresses for the top 30 people and supporters in my channel, I sent out some Christmas gifts yesterday in the mail. It's nothing super big or anything like that. I tried to get something that people PC in their particular collecting style. So I did send out 30 Christmas cards with a card or two inside the envelope. So you'll be getting a Christmas card from me, at least the top 30 supporters in my channel. I got probably close to about 75 to 80 people in my book of names that have either bought something from me, but I tried to get the ones that are more consistent and the ones that are more apt to or that are supporting my channel, not only by showing up in the streams, but different things like that. So I'm going to just rearrange things just slightly, ever so slightly here. I'm going to move this up here a little bit so it's kind of more out of the way. And then I have this here in front of my Cal Ripken Jr. baseball that Ethan gave me. I think somebody was talking about it in the stream last night, and Ethan's. I wasn't able to make the sale yesterday. Little Donald B is his new YouTube name. Donald is sending everyone a 91 Flair. No, it wasn't a 91 Flair. But you know, there will be some very interesting cards that people will be getting. All right. So, but this is my Cal Ripken refractor card. Doesn't say... trying to remember what the other ones, but this is like the front style is the variation type on this one, and this is Cal Ripken Jr.'s card number 106. I guess I could have pulled out the base card. Let me just see if I have. Let me see if I have the regular one. I got like 2 minutes left here. No, maybe I'll do it later, but I'm pretty sure I do have the base card on this one. But I just wanted to pull this out and show you because somebody was asking, oh, maybe Donald would like that one. And I kind of seen what Ethan was trying to sell, the one he had. But I do have this one that he was trying to sell last night when he opened up a top Stadium Chrome when I bought it on his channel last sale. Not this one last night. But he pulled this for me, which was totally awesome. So I just wanted to share that with you guys in case you were wondering about that. If Donald, I am hoping package is coming today. You still didn't get your package yet there, FJ? I am so sorry, but yeah, the post office is running late. I think I was supposed to get Kevin's package yesterday, but it arrived late, so I should get it today. We need Donald to save the USPS. No, it's just the post office is being inundated with lots of packages. I usually get my mail between about 11:30 and 12:30, and I've been getting my mail when they do get here early enough in the day between 3 and 5 o'clock. Today my regular carrier should be off unless they made him end up working today. But yeah, so we got a few seconds here and then it'll hit 10:10. It was supposed to arrive yesterday at 9 p.m. or by 9 p.m., but there was nothing. My package processed through UPS Elk Grove Village, Illinois on December 3rd, and it was the last movement. Yeah, I've heard that happening too. But we've almost got 10:10 here. As soon as my computer says 10:10, we're going to get on with our first order of business, the biography for Cap Anson. And we do have 10:10, so I'm going to get started on our biography portion of the first part of this 4-part stream today. All right, Cap Anson. Adrian Constantine Anson was born April 17th, 1852, and passed away on April 14th, 1922. Nicknamed Cap for captain, and Pop was an American Major League Baseball first baseman, including his time in the National Association. He played a record 27 consecutive seasons. Anson was regarded as one of the greatest players of his era and one of the first superstars of the game. He spent most of his career with the Chicago Cubs franchise, then known as the White Stockings, and later the Colts, serving as the club's manager, first baseman, and later in his tenure, minority owner. He led the team to 6 National League pennants in the 1880s, and Anson was one of baseball's first great hitters and probably the first to tally over 3,000 hits. Let me do a refresh on the live chat so I know where I left off. All right. His contemporary influence and prestige were regarded by historians as playing a major role in establishing the racial segregation in professional baseball that persisted until the 1940s. On several occasions, Anson refused to take the field when opposing rosters included black players. Anson may have influenced the most noted vote in 19th century professional baseball in favor of segregation. One on July 14th by 1887, and by the High Minor International League to ban the signing of new contracts with black players. All right. After retiring as a player and leaving the Colts, Anson briefly managed the New York Giants. He ran several enterprises in Chicago, including opening a billiards and bowling hall and running semi-professional baseball team dubbed Anson's Colts. Anson also toured extensively on the vaudeville circuit, performing monologues and songs. Many of his business ventures failed. As a result, Anson lost his ownership stake in the Colts, by then known as the Cubs, and filed for bankruptcy. Anson was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1939. Then we go on to his early life. Anson was born in Marshalltown, Iowa. Beginning in 1866, he spent 2 years at the high school age boarding school of the University of Notre Dame, after being sent there by his father in hopes of curtailing his mischievousness. His time away did little to discipline him. Soon after he returned home, his father sent him to the University of Iowa, where his bad behavior resulted in the school asking him to leave after 1 semester. All right. And then when he was with the National, and starting in his professional career in the National Association, Anson played on a number of competitive baseball clubs in his youth and began to play professionally in the National Association at the age of 19, playing primarily third base for the Rockford Forest Cities, one of the original teams of the association. And he was a large and powerful man, standing 6'2" inches tall and weighing about 220 pounds. After being traded to the Philadelphia Athletics in 1872 and 1873, Anson finished in the National Association's top 5 batting, on-base percentage, and on-base plus slugging, and he led the National Association in OBP in 1872, and his numbers declined slightly in 1874 and 75, but he was still good enough that Chicago White Stockings secretary turned president William Hulbert sought him to improve his club for the 1876 season. Hulbert broke league rules by negotiating with Anson and several other stars while the 1875 season was still in progress, and ultimately founded the new National League to forestall any disciplinary action. Anson, who had become engaged to a Philadelphia native in the meantime, had second thoughts about going west, but Hulbert held Anson to his contract, and he eventually warmed to the Windy City. Then he moved on to the Chicago White Stockings Colts. The White Stockings won the first league title, but fell off pace the following 2 seasons. During this time, Anson was a solid hitter, but not quite a superstar. Both his fortunes and those of his team would change after Anson was named captain manager of the club in 1879. His new role led to nickname Cap, although newspapers typically called him by the more formal Captain Anson or Captain Anson. With Anson pacing the way, the White Stockings won 5 pennants between 1880 and 1886. They were helped to the titles using new managerial tactics, including the use of a third base coach, having one fielder back up another, signaling batters, and the rotation of 2 star pitchers. In the first half of the 1880s, aided by speedy players like Mike Kelly, Anson played his players aggressively to run the bases, forcing the opposition into making errors. After the expression first became popular in the 1890s, he retroactively claimed to use some of his first hit-and-run plays. Anson shares credit as an innovator of modern spring training, along with the president of the Chicago club, Albert Spalding. They were among the first to send their clubs to warmer climates in the South to prepare for the season, beginning in Hot Springs, Arkansas, in 1886. On the field, Anson was the team's best hitter and run producer. In the 1880s, he won 2 batting titles in 1881 and 1888 and finished second 4 times in 1880, 82, 86, and 87. During the same period, he led the league in runs batted in 7 times, 1980 through 82, and 1984 through 86, and 1888. His best season was in 1881 when he led the league in batting, 399, OBP 442, and OPS 952. With 137 hits and total bases of 175 and 82 RBIs. He also became the first player to hit 3 consecutive home runs, 5 homers in 2 games, and 4 doubles in a game, as well as being the first to perform 2 unassisted double plays in a game. He is one of only a few players to score 6 runs in a game. He defeated a feat he accomplished on August 24th, 1886. Anson signed a 10-year contract in 1888 to manage the White Stockings, which because of a typographical error he failed to spot, ended after 1897 season instead of 1898. But his best years were behind him. He led the league in walks in 1890 and garnered his 8th and final RBI crown in 1891. On the managerial front, he failed to win another pennant. As the end of the 1880s approached, the club began trading away its stars in favor of young players, with the exception of veteran Anson. Local newspapers had started to call the team Anson's Colts or just the Colts before the decade was out, with the advent of the Players' League in 1890. What little talent the club still had was drained away, and the team, nicknamed Colts, though never official, became standard usage in local media, along with the variants such as Anson's White Colts and Anson's Broncos. He also mellowed enough that he became a fatherly figure and was often called Pop. When he was fired as manager after the 1897 season, it also marked the end of his 27-year playing career. The following season, the newspapers dubbed the Colts as orphans, as they had lost their Pop. All right, let me do a refresh on the chat here. Looks like John was saying we had a terminal there when I worked for Air Products. All right. So, racial tolerance. Anson refused to play in exhibition games versus dark-skinned players. On August the 10th, 1883, he refused to play an exhibition game against the Toledo Blue Stockings because their catcher, Moses Fleetwood Walker, was African American. When Blue Stockings manager Charlie Morton told Anson the White Stockings would forfeit the gate receipts if they refused to play, Anson backed down, but not before uttering the word on the field and vowing that his team would not play in such a game. In 1884, Chicago again played an exhibition game at Toledo, which is now the American Association, a major league. Walker sat it out. However, it is uncertain whether he did so to placate Chicago due to injury. Jimmy McGuire instead did the catching. Both had sore hands. The Toledo Blade said that a few days earlier, one of the two catchers, Walker, was seemingly the more injured, as he did not play in Toledo's second most recent game. Among Anson's incidents, this one is unique in that the private correspondence provides insight. 3 months before the game, Chicago Treasurer Secretary John A. Brown wrote Toledo manager Charlie Morton that the management of the Chicago Ball Club have no personal feelings about the matter, while the players do most decisively object, and to preserve harmony in the club, it is necessary that I have your assurance in writing that Walker will not play any position in your 9 July 25. I have no doubt such is your meaning, only your letter does not express in full. I have no desire to replay the occurrence of last season and must have your guarantee to that effort. Walker and his brother Welday were released from their team later that year. Welday played on August the 6th and Fleet on September 4th. On July 14th, 1887, the Chicago White Stockings played an exhibition game against the New York Little Giants. African-American George Stovey was listed on the Newark News as the scheduled Newark starting pitcher. Anson objected, and Stovey did not pitch. Moreover, International League owners had voted 6-4 at a 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. meeting in Buffalo on the morning of the game to exclude African American players from future contracts. All right. Hey, little Donald B., do you PC more Griffies or Ripkins? Griffey is my number 1 PC player, and Ripken is my number 2 PC player. So yes, I do have more Griffies than I have Ripkins, but they're starting to catch up to each other, I think. We'll have to see what it ends up being when I organize my collections. Matt Noakes is his number 1. No, I think Matt Noakes is John Fishman's number 1 PC. All right, so betting on baseball, personal character. Anson acted in ways that would not be tolerated today because the sports rules are stricter in certain respects. One was the relative freedom a captain had in his day to argue with the unusually lone umpire. Also, starting in the latter 1880s, he often bet on baseball, mainly on his team's chances to win the pennant, and yet he arguably stood out as the player with the greatest integrity. In that era, the big taboo was for players to take bribes to purposely lose games. Betting by players, managers, and owners was regarded as acceptable so long as they did not bet against their team doing well or associate with gamblers. On corruption in sports, he said the following in 1891. The time may have been, and probably was, when baseball was as rotten as horse racing, but the time has gone by. The men in control of baseball matters are of the highest personal character, and no one will say anything against them. As to the charges against an individual player, I believe them when they have been proved. Everything possible has been done to protect the patrons of the national game, and efforts in that direction will never be abated. I don't know of any crookedness in the ball field. If I did, I'd undoubtedly say something about it. A chronological review of 162 reports of bets on regular season baseball players, managers, or club officials from 1876 to 1900 tallied the sport's top bettors in that era as follows. Anson was number one with 57 instances, Chicago's captain, manager, and Hall of Famer. Number two was a tie for Jim Mutry, who had 9, mainly as a manager of the New York Giants, and his bets were mostly with Anson. Tied for number 2, of course, which makes them second and third, Edward Talcott, 9 instances, millionaire stockbroker as treasurer of the New York Giants. Number 4, there was a tie also for the top 5, and that was King Kelly with 7 instances, mainly as Boston's captain, Hall of Famer, and Frank Robinson, number 7, with the Cleveland Spiders. He was an owner. All right. So there we have that information. Do a refresh here. I'm guessing Kyle Lewis is number 3. Not yet. After it's tough to say who's 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Of course, any Seattle Mariners good players. I do have a large Yusei Kikuchi rookie card collection. And then my next rookie card collection behind Yusei Kikuchi would probably be, it's running close between Sheffield and Kyle Lewis. Kyle Lewis, I'm hoping, will surpass Sheffield pretty soon, but it's going to be a while for me to have Kyle Lewis catch up with Yusei Kikuchi, if that makes any sense. All right, so Albert Spalding and James Hart. Anson's first met Albert Spalding while they were players. Spalding was a pitcher for the Rockford Forest Cities, and Anson played for the Marshalltown, Iowa team. Spalding convinced the 18-year-old Anson to come play for the Forest Cities at a salary of $65 a month. In 1876, when Anson was playing for Philadelphia, Spalding and William Hobart lured Anson to the Chicago team, which Spalding now managed. After signing the contract, Anson had second thoughts. His future wife did not want to leave her family in Philadelphia. He offered Spalding $1,000 to void the contract, and Spalding held Anson to the contract. And Anson came to Chicago in March of 1876. Spalding retired as a player and manager after 1877 season, but continued as secretary and later president of the White Stockings. Anson became a player manager of the team in 1879, and by 1889 had a 13% ownership. In 1888, Spalding announced that the White Stockings, including Anson, had picked 9 from the rest of the National League. Would begin a world tour after the end of the season. Spalding put up most of the money, but Anson invested $3,750 of his own. James Hart was hired as business manager, and Anson developed an intense dislike for him. After Spalding stepped down as president of the Chicago Club in 1891, he appointed James Hart to the position, which Anson felt should have been his despite his dismal business record. Spalding, however, continued to run the club behind the scenes. December of 1892, Hart, with Spalding's blessings, reorganized the White Stockings into a stock company. Anson was required to sign a new contract which ended in 1898 instead of 1899, as the previous one had. Anson spotted the error later, but said nothing, trusting that Spalding would honor the previous terms. Hart began to undermine Anson's managerial decisions by reversing fines and suspensions imposed by Anson. By 1897, Anson had little control over his players after Anson demanded a sports writer print that Anson thought the Chicago Ball Club is composed of drunkards and loafers who are throwing him down. His days as manager were numbered. Spalding invited Anson and his wife to a 4-week journey to England in late November 1897. Spaulding dropped many hints on the voyage, encouraging Anson to voluntarily retire. But Anson had no intention of doing so. Things remained in limbo until January 29, 1898, when the Associated Press printed a statement by Spaulding. I have taken pains as a mediator to find out from Chicagoans how they feel about a change in management. There has been a decided undercurrent in favor. Lovers of baseball think Anson has been in power too long. All right, pop in the chat here real quick. My desk is overflowing with cardboard goodness today. Oh my goodness. Hope I don't sneeze. Samuel Boss. How you doing there, Samuel Boss? Thanks for popping into the stream. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me. Hello, Samuel. Thumbs up, thummies up. That's right. What's up, everyone? Just popping in real quick to say hey, and then back to work. All right, thanks, Chuck, for stopping in. You do have a package coming your way, Chuck, just so you do know. It's not really a package. It's my Christmas card with a card, a Christmas gift inside the card. How's that sound? I sent out 30 of them yesterday to my top 30 channel members. Not channel members, but channel supporters, I'll say that. What's up, everyone? Okay, hello, Chuck. Bibby, what's up, brother? Do you guys know who Zach Campbell is? Of course, I follow Zach Campbell. I like his videos. I like when he goes to all the stadiums, and he's an awesome, awesome ball hawker. That's for sure. All right, so let me refresh the chat so I know where I'm caught up to, and let's continue on here. All right. So next here we have his career hits total. There has been some controversy as to whether Anson should be considered the first player ever to reach the 3,000 hit milestone. For many years, official statistics credited him with achieving that goal. When the first edition of Macmillan's Baseball Encyclopedia was published in 1969, it disregarded a rule in place for the 1887 season, which counted base on balls and walks as hits and times at bat instead of zeros in both categories, as they were before and have been since. Anson's 60 walks were removed from his 1887 total, resulting in a career mark of 2,995, though later editions of the encyclopedia still added 5 more hits to exactly 3,000. The other controversy over Anson's total hits had to do with his 5 years in the National Association. Neither the Macmillan Encyclopedia editions nor MLB itself at that time recognized the National Association as being a true major league. MLB.com does not count Anson's time in the NA in his statistics, but tallies his National League total as 3,011. This places Anson 25th on the all-time list. Other sources credit Anson with different numbers of hits, largely because of scoring and record-keeping was haphazard in baseball until well into the 20th century. All right. Then we have, beginning with the publication of Baseball Encyclopedia, statisticians have continually found errors and have adjusted career totals accordingly. According to the Sporting News Baseball Record Book, which does not take NA statistics into account, Anson had 3,012 hits over his career. Baseball Reference also credits Anson with 3,012 hits during his National League career, including his time in the National Association. Anson is credited with 3,435 hits. The National Baseball Hall of Fame, which uses statistics verified by Elias Sports Bureau, credits Anson with 3,081 hits. This figure disregards games played in the National Association, but include the walks earned during the 1887 as hits. Then we have his retirement. Anson briefly made a return to baseball, managing the New York Giants in June and July of 1898. He then attempted to buy a Chicago team in in the Western League, but failed after being opposed by Spalding. In 1900, he helped to organize a new version of the defunct American Association called the New American Baseball Association, or the NABBA, and was named as its president. However, at the first sign of trouble, he dissolved the league before a single game was played, drawing heated criticism from other backers. After a number of failed business attempts, including a handball arena and bottled ginger beer that exploded on store shelves, he was later elected city clerk of Chicago in 1905. After serving one term, he failed the Democratic Party primary to become sheriff in 1907. In 1907, Anson made another attempt to come back to baseball, acquiring a semi-pro team in the Chicago City League, which he would call Anson's Colts. Anson initially had no intention of playing for the team, but in June of 1907, at the age of 55, Anson started playing some games at first base in an attempt to boost poor attendance. Despite the draw of seeing Anson play, the team did not attract much attention and lost money for Anson in the fall of 1908. Anson assembled a semi-pro football team, also called Anson's Colts. Although the football team won the city championship, they were not a financial success. Let's see, I've seen the chat scrolling through here. Let me see what's going on. Wish I could get that many balls. Oh, yeah. Well, Zach Campbell has been doing it for a long time. He knows all the tricks and trips and everything in the trade. Chuck, my desk is overflowing. Tops update. Case just opened. Oh, my word. Chuck's been busy with the Tops update then. Or Bibby, I mean. Laugh out loud. Bibby, did you get anything good in the case? Oh, so you just open them up? Then you work on sorting them and stuff. Donald, do you watch basketball or football? Nope, I'm only a big bat. Well, I do watch a little bit of football. My daughter likes football, so when she's watching a football game, I'll watch it with her. Bibby Bobka, okay, let me know what you end up getting. FJ Packers Cards 87 is a good YouTube football explorer. Donald likes cricket. Sorry, I'm pausing. I'm waiting to hear the crickets. I don't hear any. FJ will do. Zach Campbell is friends with Jabs. Oh, yeah, I know that. Bibby Bobka, yes, I watch Packers Cardinals 87. I'm subbed with notice. And Michael Heath, cool card. All right, no cricket, the sport. I know what he was talking about. I was just messing with John. All right. So Anson's few successful ventures included a combination of billiards hall and a bowling alley he opened in downtown Chicago in 1899. Anson was named vice president of the American Bowling Congress in 1903 and led a team to the five-man national championship in 1904. Anson was forced to sell the billiards hall in 1909 when he was faced with mounting financial problems that led to his bankruptcy. Anson was also an avid golfer. Anson's 1900 book, A Ball Player's Career, being the personal reminiscence of Adrian C. Anson, was ghostwritten by Chicago horse racing writer and poet Richard Carey Jr., who had the pen name of Hyder Alley. Right after it was published, Carey told the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, "I really thought when I started that the Cap Sick would be able to reel off the story of his life about as fast as a nimble man who could care to write. It took me just 2 days to find that was not the case. A day and a half to get the Cap to sit down, and the other half day in egging him on. The story had to be literally dragged out of him. The incidents of his baseball career were apparently fresh in his mind, but when it came to actual dates, he was all at sea. When he did give a date 9 times out of 10, it was wrong and had to be corrected later on. The New York Times said whether Anson wrote every word in his volume of reminiscences or not, the book reads characteristically the expression is Ansonian. Anson began acting during his baseball career. In 1888, he made his stage debut with a single appearance in Hoyt's play, A Parlor Match, the theater Comique of Harlem. He also played himself in an 1895 Broadway play, The Runaway Colt, written to take advantage of his fame. Later, Anson began touring on the vaudeville circuit, a common practice for athletes of the time, which lasted up until about a year before his death. He first appeared in vaudeville in 1913, doing a monologue and a short dance. In 1914, George M. Cohan wrote a monologue for him, and in 1917, Cohan, with Chicago Tribune sports writer Ring Lardner, wrote another piece for him titled First Aid for Father. Anson appeared with 2 of his grown daughters, Adelaide and Dorothy, and would bat papier-mâché baseballs made of Albert Spaulding into the audience. He appeared in 1921 accompanied by his 2 daughters in an act written by Ring Lardner with songs by Herman Timberg. Anson retired from vaudeville in 1921 and continued to refuse a pension from Major League Baseball despite having no other income. In April 1922, he became the general manager of a new golf club in the south side of Chicago. Then his death. Anson died on April 14, 1922 in Chicago from a glandular ailment. He was interred in the Oakwood Cemetery in Chicago. His legacy: Anson was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1939, one of the first 19th century players selected, over 100 years after his retirement. He still holds several Cubs franchise records, including most career RBIs, runs, hits, singles, and doubles, while being the only Cub in the 3,000 hit club. Defensively, he also holds the franchise record for putouts, but also is second in franchise history for errors. In the Simpsons episode Homer at the Bat, Anson, along with several other players, was suggested by Mr. Burns as one of the players for his All-Stars baseball team to represent the Springfield power plant, before being informed that they are all long since deceased. And then finally, his personal life. In 1872, the 20-year-old Anson met 13-year-old Virginia Fiegel, the daughter of a Philadelphia bar and restaurant owner, whom he married on November 21st, 1876. The marriage lasted until her death in 1915. For the first 7 years of their marriage, the couple lived in Chicago during the baseball season and Philadelphia during the off-season, but eventually moved to Chicago on a year-round basis. The Ansons had 7 children, 3 of whom died in infancy. Daughter Grace was born in October 1877. Son Adrian Hobart was born 1882 and died 4 days later. Daughter Adelaide was born in April 1884. Son Adrian Constantine Jr. was born in 1887 and died 4 months later. Daughter Dorothy was born in 1889, and son John Henry was born in 1892 and died 4 days later. And daughter Virginia Jeanette was born in 1899. So there you have it, the biography for Adrian Constantine Anson, commonly known in baseball history as Cap Anson. All right, so let me get back into the chat here. Let me do a refresh on this one. Laugh out loud. Oh, Bibby, you collect just baseball or also football and basketball? Uh, oh, okay, Cap Anson was in that chipset. Okay, so he probably was. I didn't even think to look in there. I didn't even think to look in there. I looked in my Hall of Fame baseball card, the current cards that I have sorted uh, in alphabetical order by baseball player. I didn't even think to look inside that book. There probably is a Cap Anson in there, or Cap Anson. But thanks, Bibby. He's in Cooperstown cards also. Yeah, I know. Oh, you mean Cooperstown baseball cards? Oh, okay. Yeah, I could have broke that set out and looked through that. Sometimes I kind of think and keep focused on kind of like a certain thing. And if I could only think to look in every other opportunity I have, if you'd seen my organization here, you'd see. I mean, I think you're more organized than me there, Bibby. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. But now let me put Cap Anson out of the way here. I'll put him back in my postcard binder when I do get a chance. Let me let's see. Let me set up a few stands here just for now, at least, because I'm sure we'll be finding some fairly nice cards, maybe hopefully coming up here. You never know. But I'll get that ready. So we're going to move into part 2 here of today's stream, which is 3A and 3B, which is part 4 of 12. I couldn't fit everything in my description there, so that's why I did it this way. Okay, but this is part 4 of 12 for Bibby's family mail call package. Okay, let me refresh the chat here. All right. And so we are going to move into this part, and then we'll do the Seattle Children's Heroes and FJ, yes, do all sports and non-sports also. Oh, my word, non-sports. Back in the day, I did collect some non-sports cards, but not much. I'd say probably a good 95 to 97% of my stuff I have are baseball related. I have some Star Trek. I have some Disney. I collected Disney when I was in Japan, believe it or not. So I have Japanese Disney cards. But I have some of those listed on eBay. I'm just trying to sell off my other stuff that I don't personally PC anymore. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and take the cards out of these 2 packages here. See what we've got in this round of baseball cards here. All right. You know what? Sometimes when they're super tight, I'm just going to pull these out in this way. All right. Wonder if Kevin, are you still lurking in the background there? Just curious. I don't know if you're lurking with us or not, but that's pretty cool if you are. Because, Donald, what auto did you get in the last Seattle Children's Heroes? I don't even remember anymore. I think it was a basketball player, from what I remember. I'd have to. Hold on a second. I'll look at the back of the box when we get into that box. Okay. All right, there, FJ. But we will see. So this one's empty too now. My word. Boy, you package these little bundles pretty good there, Bibby. pretty interesting the way you got these all set up. But I do like little bundles like this, and Bibby's kind of like me. He likes to penny sleeve up a lot of these type cards, so I really do appreciate that. Cal Ripken Jr. to start off. Cal Ripken Jr. Let's see. We got a Randy Johnson and a Pedro Martinez. Another Pedro Martinez. Boom. Seattle Mariners. Felix Hernandez. Let me put my Mariner over here. I forgot to separate some of those out before. Oh, here we go. Where's Kevin? Is Kevin around here? This is called Bibby's Fairfield Fridays. This is Bibby's Fairfield Fridays, but we get them throughout the week. Dual Hernandez is here. All right, we got Wade Boggs here. Oh, my word, see? 2 Wade Boggs. 2 Wade Boggs. Awesome. Another Wade Boggs. Roy Halladay. There we go. Chasing Donnie Baseball from 96. That's right. I forgot he was in the 96 set. I did collect this set when I was over in Japan. Awesome. Pedro Martinez. Tony Gwynn. Where's Kevin hiding out? The infamous doubles in the Fairfield. No, this is Bibby Bobka Fairfield. Fairfield Fridays. So we got Robinson Cano. Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz. Steven Strasburg here. All right, Sleepy Bill Burns. There's another Wade Boggs. Oh, there we go. Wade Boggs double again. Wade Boggs double. There's a Wade Boggs 86. Roy Halladay. Roy Halladay here. Another Don Mattingly. Pedro Martinez. Pedro. Ooh. Oh, my word. Star Stamps. Man o' War, Bobby Jones, Hack Wilson, and Red Grange. Are these just stickers that look like postage stamps there, Bibby? That is so cool. That is so cool. Al Bundy played at the same high school as Red Grange. Oh, we'll see there, FJ. Okay, we'll see. I'd have to go find the other box and kind of pull it out. But it'll show the same 25 cards are in this box like the other one. The only extra card you get is an autograph. Yeah, I see it's a Panini product. So these aren't real postage stamps. They just look like it. I wonder, did they have a book you can put them in or something? Just kind of curious. That's pretty neat, though. So that's a 2014 Panini sticker product. Star Stamps. And it says this one's number 8. Neat. Tony Gwynn, Nick Markakis, Andy Pettit, Felix Hernandez again, Adrian Beltre. Oh, you know what? I forgot to pull out the other Mariners, didn't I? Where'd those other Mariners go? Gwynn. Here, I said I would do that, and I forgot to. Robinson Cano, Nelson Cruz. I think that's my only Mariners I missed so far. Okay. There we go. Back on track now with my Seattle Mariners. It is fine then, Donald. I was just interested, but don't worry about it if it isn't near you. Okay. But I'll show you the basketball player that I do have the autograph on, because it's in this box too. But not the... hopefully we have a different autograph in this box. There's Robinson Cano again, but this is with the New York Yankees. Hideki Matsui, Gary Sheffield, Vladimir Guerrero, Roy Halladay, Justin Verlander, Kurt Schilling, Joe Mauer, Jimmy Rollins, CC Sabathia, Nick Markakis. There you go. Eddie Ciote, Golden Age cards. Happy Flesh, Flesh, and Felix Hernandez again, 2015 tops. So pretty cool there. Got some Mariners here. Put the Mariners over here for now. That way I'll remember to put them up there. Let me set this grouping aside here. Oh, here, let me leave it right here for now till I run out of space. All right, let's go through the second stack here. We got another Felix Hernandez and a Roy Halladay. All right. Then we got Adrian Beltre. That's a pretty cool looking card. 2002. Absolute memorabilia. But it's not a memorabilia. All right. There we go. Cal Ripken Jr. Cal Ripken Jr. A Russell Wilson auto out of that set sold for $500. Well, it would be nice to find the Russell Wilson card then, that's for sure. But looks to be usually in 350 area. Oh, okay. But still, that'd be nice to get a Russell Wilson card then. All right, so and that would add to my Seattle Seahawks collection. I do have a small collection, but not much. So Cal Ripken Jr. there. Tony Gwynn for Kevin's Card Collecting and More. Wade Boggs, Adrian Beltre, Tony Gwynn again, Ryan Sandberg, Don Mattingly, Wade Boggs, Pedro Martinez, Roy Halladay again. That's a pretty cool looking Roy Halladay. I like that one. 2009 SP Legend Cuts. Pretty sharp looking one. Looks like a postage stamp. Don Mattingly. Another Pedro Martinez. Roy Halladay. Vladimir Guerrero, Vladdy Daddy. That's a Vladdy Daddy from 2010. Felix Hernandez. That is a young Felix there, a younger Felix. 2010 Felix Hernandez. All right, Adrian Beltre. Ramirez, Manny Ramirez, Max Scherzer. Andy Pettit. Keeler. These are Topps 206 cards from 2010 Topps. Will Keeler. Eberfeld. Kid Eberfeld. Adrian Beltre. Evan Longoria. Cole Hamels. Oh, CC Sabathia. Oh, there we go. A mini Roy Halladay. That's a pretty cool one. I had a mini from this set here that was a relic card. I'm trying to remember who it was. Garrett, I think. Garrett. I'm trying to remember the exact name. But cool card there. Hideki Matsui from Japan. All right. Then we have Pedro Martinez. Fairfield Friday, Pedro Martinez. And another Pedro Martinez. And another Pedro Martinez. So cool cards there. Thank you there, Bibby, for that newest installment here with the mini. Let me stack these up right here. My, you're like doubling my. I got to go through and separate out the Hall of Famers and move the star cards into my star card box. So I like what Bibby's done here. I see the star players that might make it into the Hall of Fame, and then ones that are in the Hall of Fame. So that is pretty cool there. I like that. All right. So let me, I'm going to put these over here. So those are my Seattle Mariners. Actually, this will go in my, since it does, that way down the road, if I do see that card and Felix makes it into the Hall of Fame. That'll be a Diamond Duo Hall of Fame double card. So I'm going to set that with my Hall of Fame separation for now. And I will separate my Felix Hernandez's out, but I did get 2 Cal Ripken Juniors. I believe I do have some of these, but I don't know about this SP. I might have one of these, but I don't know for sure. But down the road, when I organize my collection, I'll know for sure then. All right. So now I bought the Garrett. Oh, that's right. You bought the Garrett. That's right. There you go. Now I remember. You bought that mini, the Garrett, the relic, the Garrett. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I remembered Garrett was a. So let's go ahead into part 3 now, which will be the SCH, the Seattle Children's Heroes. And I'm trying to remember. Does anybody remember when I opened this first SCH? Because I know it was John that told me about these. He gave me the heads up that they were being sold at Bartell's. Bartell, it says, see, sold exclusively at Bartell Drugs. And I think these were just available in Washington State, to the best of my knowledge. Okay, so let me go ahead and bust open this one. See if we see who we can find for our autograph on here. All right, just got to cut open the seal there, and then I can pull this off. All right, and we'll see who we get in this second set here. Be nice to get the Ken Griffey Jr. or the, let's see, who do we got in here? We got Ken Griffey Jr., Russell Wilson's number 3, Sierra's in here, Dan Wilson, Seattle Mariner, Edgar Martinez, Kyle Seager, Mitch Haniger. But we will see who we get in here in this pack. Then I will team bag this up and put it back in the box. Unless we get one of my PC players. All right. So, again, we will get all the base players here. And then we'll see down the road which one ends up being an autograph card. Usually these do come in order with the checklist. So, here, I'll turn this around this way so you guys can see the checklist here as I set them off to the side. How's that sound? I hope it's one of the kids' autos. Oh, that would be totally awesome, too. That would be totally awesome. All right. So let's see who we've got here as we go through. Of course, there's my PC player, number 1 PC player, Ken Griffey Jr. with the Seattle Mariners. All right. So, boom. And then, of course, we got Macklemore. Macklemore's here. There's the regular Russell Wilson. That's pretty cool, the way the Russell Wilson card looks. Just the only one, let's see, the ball player there is Ken Griffey Jr. I wonder they had the hat on backwards, because I don't think in this card set, even though it's Topps, well, Topps, they should be able to put the logo on there, because Topps has the exclusive rights to logos on their cards for the MLB. So Russell Wilson, there's his wife, Sierra. They're an awesome couple. Alicia Clark. All right. The ladies basketball team. Let me do a refresh real quick here on the chat so I know where we're at here. We're doing pretty good on time here so far. So Alicia Clark there. Dan Wilson with the Seattle Mariners. All right, there's another ladies basketball. Jewel Lloyd. And then Lenny Wilkins, if I remember right, he's a entrepreneur. I can't remember if it was Detlef Shrimp was our autograph card back in the day with the Seattle Supersonics. There's Cliff Averill with the Seattle Seahawks. Edgar Martinez with the Seattle Mariners. Oops, sorry. And then we have the soccer player. Whoops. Get the dropsies here. Stefan Frey with the soccer player. Jordan Morris, another soccer player. Jamal Crawford, basketball player. Can't remember if he was with the Huskies or... Doesn't really say on the back of the card, but I'm not big on there. There's Kyle Seager. Spencer Hawes. I can't remember. Maybe it was Spencer Hawes. It was one of these basketball players. Mitch Haniger with the Seattle Mariners. Joe McHale. I don't know if that's a performer or... Yeah, Joel is an actor, comedian, and television host. He's known for hosting The Soup, portraying Jeff Winger on the sitcom Community, and hosted the White House Correspondents' Dinner. He is a supporter of... but I read all these on the back, pretty much. Apollo Ono, the speed skater. All right. Looks like we're getting closer. I see possibly the autograph coming up here soon. Gary Payton, basketball player. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Looks like here he's probably thrown out the first pitch at a Seattle Mariners baseball game. Charlie Furbush. We got here we go. We got the kids, the children from Children's Hospital. Caleb must play on a little league team or something. That is pretty cool. Look at that smile on Caleb there. He's pretty nice. I'm gonna just read these because these are precious. Caleb, Seattle Children's Heroes. Caleb was born with a life-threatening intestinal disorder in which the muscles that line his urinary tract and intestines do not contract normally, slowing his bladder and bowel function. His family moved across the country to receive care at Seattle Children's. He's now an active 9-year-old, a first-rate negotiator, and a serious student of superheroes, especially Spider-Man. That is pretty cool. I'm gonna put Caleb right down there for now. All right, and then we have McKenna Schwab. Oh, that's right. That's the John L. Scott. And then I think maybe we get the autograph right after the John L. Scott, because this is, I guess, sponsored in the same realm with John L. Scott, which is a big real estate company around here. But McKenna Schwab. McKenna was born with Larson syndrome, a rare connective tissue disorder that causes bone dislocations and affects her airway, spine, and joints. She had her first appointment at Seattle Children's when she was 1 week old, and in the past 16 years has had over 15 surgeries. Through various fundraising activities, McKenna has raised $1 million and counting for Seattle Children's. So that is very, very cool. Then next here, we've got the John L. Scott. Hold on a second here. I'm going to shift it, and I just talks a little bit about John L. Scott and their organization. And then we have this one here. I know the auto is right behind this one. Olivia Vitello. Olivia Vitello. Says Olivia was diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called Moricchio syndrome, which prevents her from growing at an average rate. Her body lacks an enzyme that is needed to process the wasted cells in the body, and her treatment requires a weekly 5-hour visit to Seattle Children's. Olivia is now 9 years old and loves drawing animals and spending time with her family, friends, and family. Okay. So our final card and our autograph card is, oh, it's a Topps card. And it's a basketball player. Anybody, any guesses on who it is? Believe it or not, it's Spencer Hawes, and I think that's who we got the autograph from the last time. So both these boxes were Spencer Hawes. Does anybody know who Spencer Hawes is? Just kind of curious out there. Oh my word, we got 3 thumbs down. Imagine that. Oh my word. 3 thumbs down. I think I have an idea who those might be. I've had some people posting some not so nice comments on my channel, but they usually have to be reviewed by me and I delete them. That's probably why I'm getting the thumbs down. But very, very interesting. So I believe we have duplicate boxes here. So other than my PC players, it's definitely a duplicate box. So who is that auto? It's a basketball player called Spencer Hawes. Are you big on basketball there, FJ? Who is that auto? Spencer Hawes. Doesn't really say much on the backs. Oh, Spencer, a Seattle native and UW alum, University of Washington, was drafted by Sacramento with the 10th overall pick in the 2007 draft. He debuted for USA Basketball in 2006 as a member of the 2006 USA Junior National Select Team. Spencer has been a loyal supporter of uncompensated care at Seattle Children's, contributing to ensure all patients receive care regardless of their ability to pay. The signing of all Topps autograph cards is witnessed by a Topps representative to guarantee authenticity. So there we have it, our second complete set of Seattle Children's Heroes. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Spencer Hayes. I'll put his autograph right there together with him in this box. Put this one here. Let me get a little team bag to team bag it up and put it in the box. So there we go. I might just list these up on eBay and see if I can sell them for, and just put on there probably that I shared them on my channel so that people will know. Leave Olivia right on the top there. Oh, okay, so that auto online, it's about a $13 card for that autographed basketball card. That's pretty cool. Probably because these were special cards. But yeah, I'm going to either list these up on eBay individually, see if I can get anything back on them. But awesome. All right, so we've got part 1, part 2, and part 3 done. We've got one more part, and then we'll end up our stream. Where's Kevin? Is Kevin lurking about in the background? We're getting ready to do our Fairfield Friday fun. I wonder if we can find some doubles. I know we had plenty of doubles in the Bibi Bobka Fair family mail call package for sure. At Donald, your videos are being recommended by YouTube. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, I know I've had some people show up by that. And as much as people say, you know, I think YouTube knows the analytics, so they'll kind of know where the thumbs down are coming from. The thing is, some of those people that are putting, I think, the thumbs down, I won't go into it on the channel, but when I talk to some of my channel members that I talk to on the phone, I'll explain probably what's happening with the thumbs down. Oh, there Kevin is hiding and lurking in the background. He's saying, come on, Fairfield, let's get a hit. Yeah, I know you haven't been finding hits lately, right? What do you, what? Why you have 3 thumbs down? Well, FJ, I don't want to go into it on the channel here, but I'm not worried about that so much. I'm not really worried about it at all, a matter of fact. It's good to have thumbs down. Gets people to think, because they'll see your content and say, oh, it must have been somebody just did not like the content. But the date on the bottom here, Kevin, is 7 of 20. So these were from July. So these do have some newer stuff in them. Oh, my word. Finally, look at that. The pack is in the middle of the box. Usually I've been getting it where it's on one end or the other. So let's go ahead and pull this out real quick. The box is empty now. So I'm going to ask for help from Kevin, because I know he does this more than me and is more experienced than me. The more we interact with comments, the better the algorithm for YouTube. Okay, there we go. Oh, got it. So the more the comments you read and interact with, that helps the algorithms. Makes sense. That's why it's good for me to keep track of the chat at the same time. I know Kevin's always told me that in the back of his mind a lot. So Kevin, I know you do you do the top first or the bottom first? If you can respond, because I always do it wrong, I think. But do you do the top first and then the bottom, and you do the pack in the middle of the stream? So I'm waiting for some interaction and help from Kevin. Come on, Fairfield, let's get a hit. Let's get a hit. But at least now with those 14, do the bottom first. Okay. So I'm going to put these off to the side for now. Do the bottom first, and we'll do the, I think that's the 89 Don Russ, isn't it? Ooh, 89 Don Russ. We could get a Ken Griffey Jr. or something along that line, but let's see. Okay, so we've got this one here. Looks like this is just some upside down cards, a couple of upside downs. But let's see how many Hall of Famers we can find out of here. Okay. So we got Jason Bates. Jason Bates. All right. Rob Dibble with the Reds. Jake Alkire with the Cardinals. Okay. Jeff Hewson with the Rangers. Steve Dunn with the Twins. Lee Stevens with the Angels. We got Billy Hatcher with the Red Sox. Kevin Romine with the Red Sox. Chris Bosio Chris Bosio with the Milwaukee Brewers. John Wenner with the Pirates. See if I turn these over. I'm turning them all over. Steve Finley with the Astros. Mel Rojas, Opachi 92 Premier. Jeff Kunkel with the Rangers. Felix Jose with the Cardinals. Dave Bergman with the Tigers. Jeff Blauser with the Braves. Rick Mahler with the Braves. Mike Young with the Donruss 89. Donruss 89. Guess I got some of that mixed in here too. All right. Jose De Leon with the White Sox. Craig Worthington with the Orioles. Jay Buhner, there we go. J-Bone with the Seattle Mariners. That was my first Mariner in the Fairfield box. Jim Traber with the Orioles. Gary Sheffield with the Brewers. Tom Lasorda, Hall of Famer. Tom Lasorda. Okay. Sheffield, right? No, Sheffield's a star player. He's not a Hall of Famer. Johnny Guzman with the A's. J.T. Snow with the Giants. There you go, Robert. Then we got Eddie Williams with the White Sox. Peter Bergeron with the Expos. Junior Ortiz with the Pirates. Who's this? Hal Morris with the Royals. David Wells with the Tigers. Norm Charlton with the Cincinnati Reds. We got a Randy Myers, Opachi 92 Premier. Steve Wapnick with the Tigers. Jeff Fry with the Rangers. Imagine you get a Walker Buehler auto. That would be nice, wouldn't it, FJ? Mark Gruzlenick with the Expos. Glenn Brummer with the Rangers. Michael Tucker with the Cubs. Oh, there you go. Where's Chuck? There's that little USA flag. I just found a home for that one. Even though it's a little one. That goes in my Chuck pile. Let me slide that over there real quick. And then Mike Frank with the Bowman Chrome. That's not a hit, though. That's not the auto. All these cards were done that way. All right. So let's take a break and a pause here in the middle and see what we can find in the Donruss baseball and puzzle cards. Collect all 26 MVP bonus cards and the puzzles featuring Warren Spahn. All right. Let's see what we get in our pack here. There's our Warren Spahn puzzle piece. I'll set this off to the side here and put that in my stack for my puzzle cards. One of these days I'll get those out and try and put a couple puzzles together. Come on, Randy Johnson. There we go, Randy Johnson, Ken Griffey Jr. What is the best card in 1989? Donruss? Oh, that'd have to be the Ken Griffey Jr. for sure. Ron Kittle, I think he's got a Donruss card. Rookie cards or just base? Well, 89 would be Ken Griffey Jr.'s rookie year. Ron Kittle with the Indians. Mike Gallego with the Oakland A's. Bob Brower with the Rangers. Mike McFarland with the Royals. There's a rated rookie, but not the one we're looking for. Ron Jones. We're looking for the Ken Griffey Jr. rated rookie. That would be awesome. But that'll go in my rookie holdout. Bobby Witt with the Rangers. Mike Fitzgerald with the Expos. Dave Henderson with the Athletics. Jerry Don Gleaton with the Royals, Doug Jones with the Indians, Rick Dempsey with Dodgers, Joel Skinner with the Yankees, Bob Stanley with the Red Sox, Jim Wellwander with the Tigers, and Ricky Horton with the Dodgers. So, boom, boom, boom. Not much there, but one rated rookie card at least, Ron Jones. We'll see down the road if we get any others, but that's where that one will go for. Let me just put the Seattle Mariners here with that rated rookie for now. And if we get our hit, it'll go right here. How's that sound? Let me move these out of the way for now and go through our last stack here. I don't see a thick card in here for sure, but we'll see if we get an autograph or something maybe. Griffey and Randy Johnson rookie cards. Yes, are in the 89 Donruss, thought so. Scott Anderson with the Cubs. 12T. Bob Boone with the Kansas City Royals. All right. Ken Caminetti with the Astros. Moises Alou, MVP with the Houston Astros. Britt Burns with the White Sox. Pat Clements with the Padres. Shout out to Kevin's card collecting and more. Matt Noakes for sure. Pascal Perez with the Expos. Mark Grace with the Cubs. We've got Rich Gedman with the Red Sox. Jim Morrison with the Pirates. Eric Plunk. Oh, there we go. There's an Eric Plunk with the Yankees. Wayne Tollison with the Yankees. Greg Caderet with the Yankees. Mike Fischlin with the Yankees. There we go. Dustin Hermanson with the Flair. What year is this Flair? 2005 Flair. Triple play, Mike Gallego with the Yankees. Dale Mahoric with the Yankees. Turn back the clock, Ron Blomberg with the Yankees. All right. Then we got Mark Salas with the Twins. Joel Skinner with the Yankees. Tom Waddell with the Indians. Scott Anderson with the Cubs. Jeff Hamilton with the Dodgers. Scott Geraltz with the Giants. There we go. Kyle Abbott, first round draft pick. Put that with my rookie cards. Gary Templeton with the Yankees, I think. Padres. Jared Washburn with the Angels. Rookie stars. There we go. Jesse Barfield with the Blue Jays. I've never gotten an auto in Fairfield. I can't remember if I think I've pulled an auto once. I've gotten relics sometimes. Greg Matthews with the Cardinals. Ken Phelps with the Yankees. Oh, there we go. Eddie Stanky. Eddie Stanky, an older player from 1943 to 1953. This is an 2001 SP. Then we got Penny Pinch's Yankees World Series postseason highlight. Penny, what's his name? Penny. There we go. Josh Bell with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tom Seaver. Hall of Famer. So that's our second Hall of Famer. That's a thicker, harder card. They used a different card stock on this one, but in 2001 Fleer. Go there with the Tommy Lasorda. Got a David Murphy for a Topps Update card. Tom Murphy. Jorge Posada. Got a Jorge Posada. I like these Sporting News All-Stars. That's pretty cool. And then a Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman's a Hall of Famer. A newer Hall of Famer, Trevor Hoffman. Robinson Cano with the Seattle Mariners. All right. Put that Robbie Cano right back here with my other Mariners. And then, don't look like we're going to get a hit out of this one. Jerry Hairston, second base for the Baltimore Orioles. And our last card, it's a nice, pretty one. Not quite an insert or anything, but nice, colorful Chicago Cubs, Rondell White, outfielder. That's pretty close to FJ. You're a Chicago Cubby fan right there, FJ. So a Rondell White, outfielder. That's a pretty cool looking card. That Hoffman was a hit. Not a bad box. There we go. Yeah. San Diego Padres there, Kevin. Trevor Hoffman. Fleer Platinum. 20th anniversary. 2001 Fleer product. So, out of our Fairfield, we did get 3 Hall of Famers. Hopefully, well, I've got 2 more chances with what I've got here, so I do have probably my next Fairfield, though, will probably be in January. All right, since we have New Year's Day, I don't know for sure if I'm going to do a stream New Year's Day yet or not, but if I do, it'll probably just be a short one. It'll probably just be my Hall of Fame Friday, and then probably a Bibby package if we're not done his, since we just finished part 4 of 12. We got 8 more parts for Bibby's December family mail call package. But other than that, we did pretty good there. All right? So, without further ado, unless you all have something else you'd want to chit-chat with and talk about, we're almost done. Tomorrow we will do our next episode in episode 5 for card sorting, looking for the hidden gems. So tomorrow we'll be card sorting, searching for the hidden gems, which will be episode number 5. Most likely it'll be 9 for sure, but I'll try and continue it because I do have some 5,000 count boxes that I do have to sort through also. So we'll just see how things go and how things progress in that area. Big E, hopefully next time you get a Brad Penny. Brad Penny? Were you asking a question from somebody, or Brad Penny, question mark? Donald. Oh, bye, Donald, and everyone. Have a good day, and remember to be safe. Yes, exactly. Everybody be safe. So, FJ, you're on winter break now, right? So I'm going to go ahead and turn my camera around real quick so I can do my signature goodbye. All right. So we will finish things up for today. I'm right at about 100 minutes, which is pretty good. But this has been Donald Blomdahl, Hall of Fame veteran, sports cards and collectibles, having been live today from Arlington, Washington. Almost, Donald, just one more. Oh, you got one more class this afternoon, FJ? All right, I see that. I saw that show up on my screen here. So we did pretty good. We got 7 people watching. 7 people watching. Thummies up, thummies up, thummies up for me before you leave the stream if you can, if you didn't already. Appreciate y'all being here today. And yes, I'm doing just YouTube Live. I'm not doing the Streamlabs anymore. until later down the road if I can get them figured out. If not, I'm going to say, hey, your platform's not working. You said I wouldn't drop my streams, and that's all I was doing on Streamlabs, was dropping my my stream all the time. Would not hold the stream. But other than that, we had a good stream today. Um, and so you all have a great day. I'll show you. I am wearing my Santa Claus shirt. It even has the belt down here. Ho, 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 ho. Just messing with you. But other than that, let me get this lined up. I'm going to turn my camera back around on the break table. And as we get finished here, I'll chit-chat in the chat for just a little bit if you want to ask me any questions or anything. But other than that, you all have a great and wonderful day. We will see you tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. sharp for sorting baseball cards. Looking for those hidden gems. See what Hall of Famers we can find or special cards. You never know. It'd be nice to see what we find. Take care, everyone. Hope to see you later on. That's right. Kevin's going to be live at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Make sure you check into Kevin's channel. He'll be doing his Fairfield Friday and I believe Carefield Friday. So you all take care. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And until tomorrow, have a safe Friday. All right, let me turn the camera around and get ready to close up the stream here. Thanks all for being here today. Appreciate each and every one of my loyal subscribers to the channel. And until next time, arrivederci.